Welcome to the Campaign Chronicles. Here's what's going on beneath the spin, 1 day away from the New Hampshire primary. It is game day, and you gotta love it. I mean, this is what we've been focusing on for almost a year now. New Hampshire, first in the nation primary, and a critical test because it's an open primary where independent voters can vote. Independent voters make up 42% of the electorate in New Hampshire. They will be decisive. It's one of the reasons why this general election swing state has one of the best tests for any candidate running for president, because it's a test of their general election strength. One poll just came out today, which as an independent I love, the Gallup poll showing for the first time in their poll the number of self-identified independents in the nation reaching 40%. It's just another confirmation that more and more Americans are proactively rejecting the two parties because they're polarized. And you see that message coming out in the candidates and as they fight for New Hampshire. Mitt Romney in pole position is the former governor of a neighboring state. He was a progressive Republican when he ran then, but of course now he's reversed his positions 180 and hoping it won't hurt him too much with independents and centrists in New Hampshire. Fascinating thing is Ron Paul and John Huntsman fighting for those independents. The two guys have nothing in common on the face of things. But here they are taking shots at each other, especially Paul at Huntsman, because they're both competing for that same swath of independent voters trying to eat out from Romney's total. Now, yesterday, John Huntsman had what I thought was his best debate of the entire season, and it couldn't come at a better time. The real question is whether it's too late. There was a moment where he addressed the fact that Mitt Romney criticized him for serving President Obama in a moment of candor and forthrightness that was directly geared to independent voters. Let's take a listen.
He criticized me while he was out raising money for serving my country in China. Yes, under a Democrat, like my two sons are doing in the United States Navy. They're not asking what political affiliation the president is. I want to be very clear with the people here in New Hampshire in this country. I will always put my country first, and I think that's important to them.
All right, well, why don't you get a response, Governor Romney?
And what was significant about that wasn't just the applause he got, but then Romney's response, which I think we'll see in a DNC attack ad sometime in a general if he wins the nomination, where he says, it's not so important. The most important thing, Romney said, isn't necessarily serving your country, but standing for conservative principles to serve your country. That is precisely the wrong general election message to appeal to independent voters. So we've got New Hampshire tomorrow, independents flexing their muscle, and then 10 days later it's down to South Carolina, my home state, where social conservatives will be flexing their muscle. There just might be a surprise there. Between them all, the January gauntlet is in full effect. That's us for Campaign Chronicles.